It's plant rescue campaign. Plant rescue.
Rescue.
Plant rescue.
You got to hold your. We do the double panther, salute because this is life saving. Check.
Plant rescue salute. Plant rescue salute. Okay, we better stop.
We better stop.
We better start. Yeah, guess what? Guess what today is? I bet you can't guess.
I think you cued me in, but okay, it's well, the other day was who's the guy that wrote The Great Gatsby? F. Scott Fitzgerald's birthday.
Okay. Well, I think it's around the same time frame. This event, this special day is, come on, just say it. I know you know.
All right. Johnny Appleseed Day.
Oh boy, everybody's favorite. That's what everybody's talking about on the street. I went shopping today. I went to go get a few apples. It's like, hey,
here's
Johnny
the upside.
Day.
That's true. Here's the upside of the internet. It's this. We have access to so much information. I mean, how did this ever escape us for years? This monumental day has escaped our notice, but now because
you know where I found this information?
In an encyclopedia.
The Farmer's Almanac. That thing is a great book, man. Have you ever read it? Have you ever looked through it?
Oh,
the old Farmer's Almanac.
I consult that on every century.
Well, yeah, today's Johnny Appleseed Day. For anybody who doesn't know about Johnny Appleseed, it was back in let me check the date here. It was in September 1774 when he was born.
Wow.
The 26th today. And he went around once he got older, and he was a nurseryman, meaning he did gardening and farming and kind of planting things. And he would dress pretty folklorish, kind of
folklorish. What is?
I don't know. I think we're going to start. I think now on Johnny Appleseed Day, everybody should dress folklorish.
I try to avoid dressing folklorish. Matter of fact, I have 2 closets in my house: the folklore closet and the day-to-day closet.
Normal person.
And let me tell you, you don't want to go to the folklore one because you get labeled.
Yeah, folklorish. That guy's so folklorish.
Folklorish.
Anyway, this is back in the early, mid 17th century, 18th century, 17th century, 17th,
19th. Because if it's
17th, he was born in 1774. So he was like 25, I guess, when he started walking around.
The 18th century.
Yeah, throwing around the apple seeds. And I guess he wasn't throwing them around, but he had them. He was using them for barter at times. He was planting them, But I mean, you see the pictures and the story is he was just walking around throwing them. That's kind of
that might have been a little bit of a misrepresentation.
Yeah. I think he did more of, if he's a nurseryman, he's probably planting them and helping them grow. Yeah. Unfortunately, he probably didn't have any seed treatment, so it was probably a little bit more challenging back then.
A little rougher.
They may have. I don't know.
We talked about how tough it was a couple hundred years ago, and that's just another indicator of how difficult.
Yeah. But I guess a lot of his seeds took root, and there was a lot of trees, and supposedly he grew orchards also. And but anyways, pretty interesting, I guess. But back then, it was an interesting thing is they didn't eat apples like we do today. They actually were just mainly made apple cider.
Right.
So like 100 years later, then I guess they started eating apples and started getting different varieties.
Well, you know what? If you look at the what do they call that? The heirloom apples, or these ancient. They aren't. I think one of the best ones when we lived in upstate New York, growing up as kids, was the McIntosh apple. That area of upstate New York, Rouse's Point, Chazy, Plattsburgh area, was some of the largest McIntosh apple orchards in the world at the time. Just a little. That's our history. All right.
Well, I remember in Vermont when I was a young feller.
Yeah.
That we had a crab apple tree across the street.
Yeah, right.
And they weren't the best apples, but
they weren't good
a little sour. But it was there was something that you could go pick one and eat. You didn't have to go to the store.
You used to eat them?
I ate them all the time. That's why I'm so
why you're so healthy.
And wise. and crabby.
Well, I guess we maybe
Oh,
would
we'd
have
eat
said
them. We were kids. We'd
yeah,
eat
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, right. Sure,
Kids
sure,
were-
sure.
I was like dirt or apples or
Dirt
crab
or
apples.
apples, you pick.
But
You get the
anyways,
choice. Yeah,
but my point, I think our point is apples are pretty easily grown. They grow on trees and they're
yeah.
very accessible. You
Hmm.
just go pick an apple. So
Yep.
obviously, Johnny Appleseed, by planting all those apple trees, helped a lot of people, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Well, you know what? And of course, at the time of the Revolutionary War, you know, pretty much there wasn't a lot of expansion beyond the East Coast. There was some, they had
yeah,
been moved in a little bit, but the real huge expansion hadn't started until I think
right.
like the 1830s, 40s through that time. That's when the real
Right.
expansion
Right.
started.
Right.
But it was there were cities and towns all around the Great Lakes. But as far as like inland, like you get into some of these places. I know there's some stuff in Tennessee, but so I don't know how far inland he went. But I mean, he had just going up and down the
It was
coast.
mainly Massachusetts, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, he was in that area,
Okay.
New England.
I figured he was all over the place.
Or no,
Yeah,
but actually, maybe it was Pennsylvania, maybe Pennsylvania up to New England, something
okay.
like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
pretty much the New England
yeah.
area.
So there you
So
go.
what I did in honor of Johnny Appleseed today, I did eat an apple,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
guess what I have in this little Dixie cup?
Oh, you got some
Oh,
apple seeds in there.
wait a minute.
Okay. Grass is
Hey,
good.
hey, so back, I've got my Dixie cup with the 4 seeds. I had 4 seeds in my
Right.
apple, and yeah, let's see, where am I? Okay, here I am.
And I can see them.
Okay, yeah, the 4 seeds.
That's it. There were only 4 seeds in it. What kind of
Yeah,
apples?
there's only 4 seeds in that apple. I
I
think
guess they figured
I
tree.
I
They
should
don't
have
want to.
taken it back. But anyways, it was still a very delicious apple, and just kind of, people are like, "What are they talking about? Seed treatment?" Well,
Hmm.
we do. I get the seed treatment from Saruba, and it works really, really well. We've been using it for a year or so, and I have my seeds in there. All I have to do is sprinkle,
Hmm.
a little bit of the.
Yeah, we give you a little. Don't you get a little
Well,
spoon in there?
yeah, yeah, good thing. Or
You
you
just
could
get
use
this
the
little spoon and you dip
spoon.
it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
spoon, which I use a lot. You can tell it's dirty.
no
I,
worries.
I eat my
I
cereal
mean,
with
I
it.
don't care. They're your
What?
seeds. Maybe they'll
Okay.
be super duper.
And you just mix them up. You can use your spoon or
Yeah,
have it in a
hold them up
bag.
again so we can see them. I couldn't see them. Now you're way too close to the camera. Back up
Okay.
and put them right there. You go. Perfect, right there. That's perfect. So they're right in there, and you just sprinkle the seed treatment on them.
Yeah, just a
So
light coat. That
yeah,
may
yeah.
be maybe more seed treatment than I need, but more is better, right?
Yeah, you know what? It's not going to hurt the soil. They're just microbes, so it's
And
no
there
big
they
deal.
are. There they are. Let's see. Get my hand. Which hand?
Hey, lean back. Lean back.
I'm so excited.
You're moving your upper body. Your hands staying in place, so it's not making a difference. I can't forget it. Okay. Let's just imagine that we've looked at the
Okay,
seeds
yeah.
because there was
I
nothing
am
there.
not lying. There it is. I'm not lying.
Oh, I saw a glimpse. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. There they are.
Okay. So they are. So now I've treated them. I can put them in a bag and keep them for another 18 months before I plant them.
All right.
Or I could do this. I got my, okay, here we go again.
Oh, there you go. I see
My
it.
dirt,
Oh, nice.
right?
Yeah,
I got my spoon,
yeah.
stick a little
Yeah.
hole in there.
Oh, you know what I
And
got?
this is like magic. What'd
I
you
got
get?
pepper. I got some pepper seeds. I should
Again? Oh,
just.
you got,
Well, no, I mean,
there's my
I've
seed
got the
going
ones
in.
I'm growing. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so you just
I just
drop the
dropped
seeds
it
in
in
there.
there. It's covered up nice and loose. And then if you want, you could take some of your seed treatment.
Just sprinkle it on top.
Yeah, and throw a little more extra in there if you got, like, I have extra in my cup, so I will just,
Yeah. See it? I
I
see
just
that.
put them in there. Just that's be a
Yeah.
sprinkle, and you could see. I don't know if you could see the treatment on top of the dirt there.
Yeah. I see the white. Yep.
Yeah.
It
And
looks like a
then
white powder, not to be confused with any other white powders.
it fell out of my nose. Anyway, I just kind of cover them up a little bit, and actually the microbes don't get activated until it is watered. So
Okay. And now, is it better? Now, I've heard that you want to keep it relatively warm. You don't want to get too cold because the microbes.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. I have some grow lights, and I'll keep it in the garage, and I'll just see how it does. Water it here after our show, and kind of just monitor it and see how it shoots up.
Time is your friend when it comes to apple
Yeah,
trees.
and I've got 3 others. So if anybody wants to buy an apple seed that's already been treated,
Ooh,
just let me know in the comments. You have 18 months. You have 18 months to
$4 for that
respond.
apple seed.
That's
The
it, man.
first
That's easy stuff.
response, Chris will mail it to you for free. How's that?
Yeah, speaking of that, you can get a free sample from Saruba by going to sarubausa.com and subscribing to the website.
Why did I know that?
And they send a free sample, and it will have a spoon in it. Yeah.
How did I know?
It will have a spoon.
Yeah,
It won't be this kind of spoon, but it'll be.
Oh man, I want that kind of spoon. Those
This
are the
spoon
best
you
ones.
get if you order an ounce.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're dishing out, you need a bigger spoon when you get a whole ounce.
Shovel or something. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a backhoe. They call that spoon the backhoe spoon. That's how big it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't really show. The proportions are a little skewed on screen. It's
my head is really big, so this is.
Chris's head is the size of an elephant's head. Huge, 4 feet. He's gigantic. So that spoon is actually.
That's not a map behind me. That's
the actual planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we better get out of here.
Enough tomfoolery.
Unless you got a conclusion or something.
I have no conclusion. I was even thinking yesterday. I was walking by some potted plants. I was thinking, is there any I could rescue? And
you know what? I'm going to save that for. I did find a plant on sale. I'm going to rescue it.
Oh well, let's do it. We'll have to do that for our next
week.
Video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, the fun, the anticipation. I know our audience.
Tune in next week.
YouTube audience is going to be waiting, anxiously waiting to hit that button. Click the button. Chris is going to show the
1 week. You just got to put it on your calendar.
Long time to wait. I don't know if I can make it.
All right. Oh. The Saruba, the plant campaign salute.